conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday I had like a quick overview on Playwright with Python. I have kind of shared you. We are kind of going to go with the course content. What are the framework that we will be kind of going forward, and after that we will have let's say discussions on UI as well as API. Our initial discussion will start with Python as a coding language. What are the different concept with respect to, you can say, Python that we need to understand in terms of uh, inculcating that with the Python, Playwright framework. So we will have a detailed discussion on Python first, then we'll move to UI element, and then we'll move to the next step, that is nothing but kind of uh, creating the Playwright test cases. Okay, so yesterday I was not able to showcase the quick overview on Python as a like language which is kind of supporting using Playwright. So here is the a quick overview about same, wherein I'll kind of quickly go through this, and later on if you got any confusion doubt, please feel free to ask. So what we have is if you notice carefully, we need few things to be kind of done as a prerequisite, and once we do this setup, after that we will be able to kind of move to like any of the editor and start kind of creating the code. So here, if you notice, if you see this particular process, we need to kind of install Python first. And once the Python is installed successfully, then we will go and jump onto Playwright installation. And then we will be able to kind of create a basic UI test case which will open the web page, guys. Okay. Ideally, it will be kind of very like from very this thing beginning for like the setup where the Python is not at all installed, nothing is kind of created in the prerequisite section. So we will discuss this in very, I would say, granular level. Okay, at any point, if you feel you didn't understood or something, feel free to unmute yourself and raise your queries, questions, guys. Next is, what is Playwright, and what are the browser does it supporting, and what OS does it works with. Okay, so Playwright I'll show you on the official website as well, wherein it is a tool which is basically responsible for how the website is behaving from uh, kind of from the start till the end, considering all the functional flows, functional scenarios, functional test cases. It will be having almost like all the browser support, like as you can see over here, Chromium is the one which is having a lot of other browsers under this Chromium tree, which is Chrome, Edge, and after that we will have the support for WebKit and also Firefox. And with respect to operating system, which is kind of having the support, will be Windows, Linux, Macs. We will be able to run on almost like all the devices, and we will be able to do the mobile web apps application testing as well. If it case we need to validate the UI in some screen resolution size, we'll be able to do that as well. Okay, so now I'll showcase the official website where you will have the detail about this. So when you go to playwright.dev, guys, if you notice over here, we have section called as Python, and in Python is nothing but all the advantage which we have spoken about, right? You will see this complete page is nothing but the advantage of using Playwright, and what are the different, let's say, code editor, how different organizations who are kind of using this Playwright as a complete tool, either with one of the language. Totally it is supporting 5 major programming language, guys. Okay, so now to begin with, if you notice, Playwright itself is considered as a package. Okay, so for Playwright setup, what we need to understand is, I'll quickly go through the advantage first, and then we'll move to the setup part, guys. Okay, so if you notice over here on the official page of Playwright, it is already saying that any browser, any platform, one API. So what does that mean is we will be having a very good support for cross browser. We will be able to support all the major browser which is being used all over the, let's say, industry. Cross platform, which is nothing but I showed you just now. And we have the support for JS, TS, Python, Node, .NET and Java. Okay. And also if you have the mobile emulations for the Chrome, Android, as well as, let's say, mobile Safari, the same whatever we have the test case which has been written for the desktop mode, right, we will be able to run them in the cloud engine. If there is an integration of some of the let's say third party browser stacks or lambda test or source lab, right, if there is any integration, we'll be able to integrate this particular uh, test cases whatever we will write, and we'll try to run on those simulation devices. Next is we have a very bigger advantage with respect to no flaky test cases. Flaky test cases is a logic where we are kind of having almost like all the logic whenever we work, right. It happens to be like it is running fine in one attempt. In second attempt, it is kind of failing. In third attempt, it is kind of getting passed. So ideally, whenever we will work on UI, guys, we'll have the concept of identifying the locator, making sure the locator which we have used or which we have selected will be unique. After that, we will have the auto wait logic. Auto wait is nothing but we don't need to provide any explicit wait, unlike Selenium, where we try to provide thread.sleep, or let's say we are providing the implicit or explicit type of wait, right? But in case of Playwright with Python, we don't need to provide such type of logic. Your test case will be having a flexibility of providing the auto wait logic in case if the browser is taking some time to render the data. So in all those scenarios, we'll be able to have this, and obviously it will not wait the complete duration. It will wait only till the time when the data is not getting fetched successfully. So this configuration, you guys can have it inside your configuration logic. After that, the same configuration will be getting applied for obviously all the test cases, whatever is present for the API or UI flow. After that, we have something called as no limit, no trade-off. So what does this mean is like there are few disadvantage of the like Cypress, or I would say Selenium is having large the dependency with respect to if you need to handle multiple tabs, multiple windows. Okay, but in Playwright, guys, what we have is there is no such restriction. If you have 10 tabs, 20 tabs, whatever tabs you have, whatever windows you open, right, we will be able to switch your respective page instance to that particular page, irrespective if you are on 10th page, if you are on 9th page. But obvious, we need to define that, and based on that we will be able to handle multiple tab, multiple window. Okay, and if you have the different cross origin, let's say if you are validating three different websites, okay, so Playwright will be kind of supporting that as well. Okay, so we will not have any issues if your base URL is kind of getting updated over multiple windows or multiple tabs in any of the browser. We have something called as very advantageous feature of handling the uh, events, right? So events are nothing but how we are having such as um, like pop-ups, such as JavaScript alerts, such as web-based pop-up, right? So Playwright is having the advantage of handling them. It will be a real-time browser, so that's the reason the behavior whatever we will get is actually the real behavior. And even you might have seen this shadow in your code part, like HTML code, whenever you are trying to inspect, right, and you see something called as shadow element in your HTML structure. So Playwright will be able to support that, wherein we will be able to kind of read the value which is present in the shadow DOM. Even the support for iframes, if it is embedded overlay, or let's say any of the iframe mode which is applicable for your application, we will be able to move to respective iframes in the inner screens of the UI application, and we will be able to perform the respective test cases. After that, if you notice, we have full isolation, fast execution, which is nothing but, if I talk about the speed, right? It is 10x faster compared to Selenium test cases. If your Selenium test cases is taking, let's say, 10 seconds to execute complete end-to-end flow, Cypress on Playwright, on the other hand, will take 1/10 of the complete time, which is 1/10 of 10, which is nothing but 1 second, to execute all the scenarios flows whatever Selenium has validated in the 10-second logic. We have the logic of maintaining the sessions, maintaining the cookies, maintaining the application storage. So you need to log in once, and if you want to obviously bypass the authentication, remove the authentication logic, you need to explicitly explain that logic to developer. And after that, we will be able to ignore the 2FA or whatever we have as a factor of authentication and move to the next step in your UI flow. These are some advantage, guys, which is nothing but the tool which is supported for the Playwright. Okay, so like CodeGen is responsible for kind of generating the test case by the record and playback mechanism. We have Playwright Inspector, which is kind of Cypress runner, similar to Cypress runner. It will be a window where you will be able to see the locators, your network console, your API calls, your all the details whatever we have. And trace viewer is nothing but responsible for capturing the screenshot videos, snaps, and even you can have that in the zip format. You can share across the respective stakeholders if you want to. So the trace viewer is an it will be kind of getting generated after every run. So it's your call whether you need to download or whether you can ignore them. Okay, so these are the various advantage, and this advantage is common to all the language, guys. Okay, to be frank, it's not the advantage for Python. If you go to, let's say, any of the this thing, whether you change the language, right, the advantage for Playwright remain as it is. Any more questions, any queries, any doubts, anyone, guys? Yes, you can unmute and speak up, guys. So this I have shown you from the official website, obviously, right? Now, how we will do the setup and everything, I'm going to discuss that, guys. Okay. Okay. So very first thing, what you need to do is, guys, as we have discussed yesterday, the very first step will be you will be configuring or downloading Python, guys. Okay. Those who have already installed Python, right, they can ignore it. But yeah, those who are doing for the first time, they can kind of do along with me if possible. Okay, so if you try to kind of check the logic, right, what exactly we required in terms of system requirement, guys. Okay, in terms of whenever you will work on the framework. So system requirement, those who are working on Windows, minimum like 4 GB of RAM would be required. Those who are working on, I would say, Mac, also almost like all the Macs will have the 8 GB of RAM minimum. So you need to make sure that you have sufficient space in your C drive, okay, so that you are able to download all the Playwright libraries, Playwright browsers, okay. So that is something basic requirement, guys. Okay, it is applicable for all the you can say languages. Okay, now what we will do is here, if you see system requirement Playwright. Okay, so if you go to this official docs, right? So here you will be able to see the respective what we can say requirement, what exactly you will require. Okay, so here whenever we kind of talk about the system requirement, right? So you need to make sure that these are the points which has been taken into consideration, although we ignore this, but still make sure that you're following the same, the version and everything is updated, guys. Okay, so this is present on their official page as well. Okay, now the very first thing is like you need to download Python. Okay, so whenever we kind of work on Windows, right, you need to open CMD, that is command prompt. Okay, so you need to kind of make sure that you open the command prompt and just trigger the command, which is nothing but uh, Python hyphen hyphen version. Okay, so obviously if your Python is not installed, you will have command not found, or you will have an error. Similarly for Mac, guys, you need to open terminal, and in terminal you can just trigger Python minus minus version. Okay, so you guys can see that we will be able to have this saying that command not found. Okay, the command is same, guys, there is no change in that. Okay, so the very first thing is you will run this command either in the CMD. Okay, that is called as command prompt. Okay, and in Mac we call it as terminal, or else you can run one more command like similar to this, which is nothing but py version. Okay, both are same, guys. So I would request everyone to follow the same instruction one by one. Okay, if anybody got any doubt, query, questions, you can unmute and speak up, guys. Okay, so step one is very simple. You will first check the installation whether you have installed or not. Okay, if you have installed, you will see the specific version and check whether the system requirement is kind of meeting or not. Okay, now step two is you will go to the official website. Okay, so official website as in, if you kind of go to this particular section, right, over here it is directly saying installing Playwright PyTest, guys. It is not saying you that hey, you need to download Python or something. Okay, so please understand this is different, and the thing which I am trying to say is with respect to Python, that is different, guys. Okay, so you need to go to official website, which is nothing but python.org. Go ahead, please. Yeah, someone is saying something. Please, you can unmute and speak up. Okay. My bad.
Is this playwright with PyCharm or what?
Yeah, this is Playwright with Python. That's correct.
Yeah, PyCharm. You are using Visual Studio or PyCharm?
We'll be using VS Code.
Okay.
We'll be using VS Code. Yeah. If
Okay.
those who want
Okay.
to kind of go with PyCharm, I'll showcase the steps what you all need to do later once the Playwright installation is completed, guys. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the official page of Python, guys. What you need to do is over here you guys can see download, and this is the version which is 3.13.7. And if you go to this system requirement, right, if you notice it is saying 3.8 and higher, so which is obviously correct, right? 3.13, which is higher than 3.8. Those who are working on Windows, please click on Windows. Those who are working on, let's say, Linux or Unix operating system, I would request them to click on this link and please install the latest versions of Python. Okay, so I'm repeating, what you all need to do is you need to kind of go to the official page. Okay, search for your operating systems. Okay, and based on that, you need to click on the download link. Okay, now in what happens in Windows, guys, you might need to set up the environment variable and the path as well. So when I kind of click on download, right, it will get downloaded. But those who are using, let's say, uh, Windows, right, you need to make sure that the environment variables are being set up in your let's say environment variable. And if you have anything which is not being set up, please make sure that you need to set up. Ideally we will get a pop-up, okay, which will be saying that, hey, please set up add python.exe to the path, or something like that. So you need to check that checkbox and we are good to go, guys. Okay, this I'm talking for Windows user, guys. Okay, those who are using Windows. Okay, so the Python package is downloaded, so I'm clicking on this. Okay, so here if you see, this is the basic steps which we are following. Okay, so this is install Python. Click on save, continue. Here you can accept the terms and condition. Okay, so please make sure you click on agree. And once you kind of do this, right, it will show you how many like how much space it will be kind of considering. Okay, based on that it will install this um, Python 3.13, guys. Okay, so everyone, if you have the version of Python greater than 3.8, well and good, you can start with the Python, sorry, Playwright setup in your VS Code or in your PyCharm editor. And those who are using cursor, that is also fine, guys. Okay, based on what editor you are using, right, any which ways you need to work directly on the terminal side, guys. Okay, so when we kind of perform this, right, once you do this setup, after that you need to again trigger the logic of uh, kind of updating the version. Okay, so now you guys can see that in the application this Python is installed successfully. Okay, now what I will do is in this we will be kind of checking whether the Python is installed or not. Okay, so congratulations, it has been installed successfully. And I'll click on close. Mm, okay, and now what I will do is I'll open the terminal area again, guys, to check whether the Python is installed successfully or not. Okay, now if you notice, right, I'm triggering the command again, Python hyphen hyphen version. Okay, still it is showing me that command not found. Can anybody tell me what is the issue, guys, over here? Yes, I have installed successfully and we got the final confirmation page as well. What could be the issue, guys? Anyone? Anything needs to be done on the Mac side, guys, when we are using Mac? Yes, you can unmute and speak up, guys. Hmm, you can unmute and speak up, guys. Those who are,
In Windows, we have to open a new command prompt session.
yes, you
Is
need
it
to close
something?
your command prompt. Okay, wherever you have checked, right? After that, please close this the terminal, whatever terminal you have used in the past. Okay, and in Mac you don't need to. Sorry, in Mac also you need to make sure that you are closing it. Okay, and then reopening the terminal again freshly, guys. Okay, so what I will do is I'll open this terminal. Okay, and here you can see that we are having py minus minus version. Still it is showing command not found. That's what my question is, why it is still showing command not found? Can anybody tell?
Environment variables are not set.
In Mac we don't kind of require to have the setup. Ideally it kind of handle automatically once you have installed successfully, actually. So this is something which is the command line, wherein it will show you the location where the Python is kind of getting installed. Okay, so after that you can see that this Python 3.13 is kind of showing up over here. For you those who are using Windows, right, you should be able to see the version. If you are not able to see, please let me know. Okay, so what I did is, I have just clicked on idle, and over here, if you are kind of, this is the shell basically, where it's similar to how we have the command prompt, right, similar to that. Okay, so you can check the commands whatever is available with respect to Python 3.13. Okay, so we will be able to see all the commands and everything. And if you want to, let's say, get more insight about the respective commands and everything, we will be able to get that detail as well. Okay, and those who are using the older version, but the make sure that the version is above 3.8, guys. Okay, it should be above 3.8. 3.8. Okay, so make sure it is up to date, guys. Okay, perfect. So I'll close this. This is not required. I'll close the terminal also. And now what we will do is, we those who are using Windows, guys, I would request everyone to kind of open command prompt. Okay, and just check Python hyphen hyphen version. Okay, you should see 3.13. Okay, if you are not able to see, please let me know. Okay, so let me kind of quickly, mm, mm, um need to check the space part. Let me kind of quickly check that. Okay, I'll check this part, guys. Meanwhile, let me kind of move to the next step. Ideally it should be there. Not found. Okay, just a second, guys. August 14, 2025. Continue. 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 To continue installing, you must agree to agree. 187 install. Install software. If it is still showing issue, guys, we'll move to the next step, guys. Okay, let's I might need to restart once. Okay, so those who are using Windows can kind of close the command prompt in Windows and open one more time. Okay, and those who are having still issue in Windows, right, I would request everyone to kind of just check the environment variable. Okay, so in environment variable you need to kind of make the path of the Python where it is installed. Okay, under path section. So you need to add two path, guys. Okay, in Windows wherever you will install, right, so path should be something like it should be slash tools. Okay, after that Python slash script. Okay, ideally it will get added automatically. In case if it is not adding, so make sure you kind of add it, guys. Okay, okay, so this two things you need to do, guys. Okay, so please check the environment variable. You need to edit the path, and if this path are not present, you need to add this path manually. If it is present, well and good. Ideally 99% every time whenever we install, right, it makes sure that the path are present, guys. Okay, after that, guys, step 3, once the Python is downloaded, right, now what we will do is we need to configure one of the editor, guys. Okay, so what we will do is we'll install the editor. Okay, so now close this, open this, and okay, so what we will do is we will install Playwright as well. Okay, now first thing is go to the official page over here. Okay, in this you will see some of the command what you need to run when you have installed pip successfully, guys. Okay, and those who are using conda library, guys, you can use the conda. Ideally almost like we are using pip, that is install. So once you install Python, right, automatically all the let's say the command which we require for installation will be kind of getting installed successfully, guys. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll go to let's say go to the any of the editor section. Okay, so let me just quickly showcase the folder where we will kind of create our Playwright use cases. So I'll go to desktop, sorry, documents, under which we have Playwright class. Okay, and here I am creating one new folder, guys. Okay, where we will have the Playwright with Python setup, guys. Okay, so Playwright Python framework. So I have created this new this thing folders. What you need to do is you need to open this particular folder, guys. Okay, so once you have this particular folder, let's say, created. After that, whatever you need to do is you need to kind of do all the activity in the terminal area. Okay, so in this terminal area, what exactly we need to is we need to trigger the installation for respective dependencies which we will require, guys. So first of all, you need to check whether you have this PyTest plugins and everything. Okay, so for that, what you will do is you will make sure that you need to create the environment. Okay, so after that, you will be able to kind of set the environment as well for the virtual environment. Okay, so let me kind of show that. Uh, Once you trigger this in your respective this thing, right? If you trigger, if you notice, we will again have this issue that is command not found. Okay. Okay, so guys, I think I might need to restart my system once. Okay, there is some issue with my installation setup, so I might need to do a quick reset, and after that I'll be able to showcase this particular you can say because I'm not able to have the Playwright version in my terminal area, sorry, Python version in my terminal area as well. So let me quickly again check if it is still not showing. Okay, so what we will do is, guys, I would request everyone to kind of follow this particular page. I'll be sharing this link with you all in the chat window. Okay, and I would request everyone to follow this steps. Okay, and give a try. It's okay if it is not working or it is not installed successfully. Okay, um, and tomorrow I'll have a quick overview on this again because the installation is still not yet done due to my setup issue, like machine issue. Okay, because I have installed Python successfully, but due to some reason it is not able to get the respective version which I do have as of now. Okay, so I'll stop here, guys, and we'll continue our installation and setup discussion tomorrow as well. And we'll make sure that the we create our at least 2 to 3 basic script, and then we'll move to basics of Python, guys, in tomorrow's discussion, guys. Okay, I hope that is fine. Apologies for this because there is some issue with my system. I need to kind of rectify that, and after that I'll be able to catch up again on this.